Happy Friday. Markets are beginning to drop, and I wanted to provide you with a quick update on why. Hope that you guys learned something new. All I ever ask you to do is drop a thumbs up on this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you feel like we earned it. Believe it or not, markets actually rallied after today's CPI data report. Core CPI increased from 2.5 to 2.6. And again, the big one. Overall CPI went from 2.4 to 3.3, almost a 1% jump just month over month. And the markets wanted to celebrate that. Who in their right mind would ever celebrate higher inflation? Let me tell you, irrational markets, but they can only celebrate it for so long until reality begins to sink in. And again, I don't think this is the last time that we will hear about our concerning inflation. And yes, a lot of it is driven by oil. We broke down the CPI data report in today's live session. If you didn't tune on in, feel free to go back and watch it. But again, a 0.9% increase, and then we took away no change in 2025. This is also not taking October or November into consideration because the government shutdown was happening during that time. So our inflation rate is probably much higher. That being said, the biggest contributor to our inflation rate, surprise, surprise, is energy. And the biggest line item is fuel oil, a 30.7% increase. It's insane. And markets still wanted to celebrate it. So again, what are we doing about this right now? So first off, we're shorting the market. When markets rallied, we knew that markets were not going to last. So we were open to the idea of shorting the market. And the easiest way to do that is, of course, with SQQQ. That goes up when the NASDAQ market goes down. Let me remind you, SQQQ, a triple leverage ETF, is not an investment vehicle. It's not an ETF that you want to carry overnight. It's just a day trade. You get in, you get out, you make your money, and you bounce. From overall lows to current highs, which again, I do believe we are going to run higher, to 1.9% push. But that's not the big one that I want to pay attention to. The one that I really want to pay attention to is PLTR. Let me go ahead and pull it up. PLTR should be right here. PLTR is now beginning to sell off, but oh man, what happened here? All of a sudden, PLTR was free falling, and then it gapped up from lows of 124 to highs of 128. It must have reported really good news. No. We got a message, a tweet from Trump saying Palantir Technologies, and then he includes the ticker symbol, has proven to have great war fighting capabilities and equipment. Just ask our enemies, President DJT. Why in his right mind would he need to promote not just the company, but include the stock ticker so other people buy it? Again, where is the SEC investigation? If Elon Musk did this, he'd be incarcerated. If people like you and I did this, we'd be in jail. Why is it that these politicians that are voted into power never get touched? It's absolutely insane. So guess what I began to do? It gapped up, it became overbought, and it pissed me off so much. But on top of that, I had no intention of previously shorting Palantir. I did see that it's been on a free fall, but I didn't care much about it because I'm not a big fan of shorting this one. After that big run up and I saw that it was lacking progress on the upside, I set up a trade plan. And again, I made it very simple. I used the little trend line tool that they offer here to short. So again, it's right under parallel. You use a little short option, and I'm able to determine and calculate my potential for profit and my potential for loss, right? Right away, I know that it offers 3.91% risk to reward ratio, meaning that it offers nearly 4% downside for 1% upside of potential loss when it comes down to the short. And I opened it. I shorted it with about $150,000 shorting Palantir. It bothers me so much that we live in a world where politicians will never be held accountable for the manipulation that they cause in the market. Again, it's not like anything changed about this company. It was just that Trump tweeted about it to manipulate the market, and I wonder how much in millions they made in that short-lived rally. And now, all those that bought, if it ends up retracing, there's a 4% gap down, meaning they're likely to lose 4% if continuation continues. With that being said, we are also beginning to see oil prices recover. And again, this is great. When oil prices recover, markets tend to drop. Again, congratulations to all those that bought the dip after the ceasefire announcement, knowing that, again, this administration was full of bullshit. And that's the biggest thing, is you can vote for someone, but still not have to agree with someone blindly when they are obviously doing things that you don't agree with. And that is the biggest thing here, is that there's a complete disconnect from being a Republican and being a fool in this market where, again, you can just see the amount of people that are being taken advantage of. The one thing that I wanted to share with you is I wanted to see if you guys would be interested. I can make a whole video on this where Trump is part owner of this company called World Liberty Financial. They made over $5 billion and they left everyone who invested into them to hold the bag. If this happened with FTX, right, with Sam Bankman-Fried, he got sent to jail. But what happens to the Trump administration? Untouchable. Again, just absolutely insane. The thing that I do want to make you aware is that Iranian delegation that says that it will continue to participate in the negotiations tomorrow, despite the Iranian statement about Lebanon. So again, they're supposed to meet tomorrow on Saturday in Pakistan, to my understanding. And this is where they're supposed to negotiate a potential end of the war or ceasefire. Another great reason to not carry any risky trades over the weekend. Trump is preparing in military action if Iran fails to comply with ongoing talks. Trump says that U.S. warships are being reloaded in case negotiations break down. So again, just be ready for another week of market volatility. I'll make sure that I do my part in keeping you guys up to date. Just wanted you to be fully aware of what the market was doing and why. The big focus today was the CPI data report, but also the big push that we saw with PLTR that ended up being short-lived. So again, when in doubt, don't be afraid to cash out. And if you guys haven't checked it out, if you guys like the Webull trading application and you like the way that I was able to plan out my trade and having an understanding of the short that I was expecting to take before I actually took it, understanding the risk to reward, then again, you guys can check out Webull. You can have more than one trading application. If you have Robinhood, if you have Fidelity, you can make the switch. And if you like it, then you can fully transfer your funds. They have a big sign-up bonus right now. So if you want to check it out to learn more, it's the first link in the description down below. I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope to see you for our live trading session on Monday. We have a huge discount link for you, and it's the second link in the description down below whenever you're ready to join LPP and watch me trade live every day. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.